moms and dads, listen to this. Parenting is often referred to as one of the great joys of life. But in her book, All Joy and No Fun, Mom Jennifer Sr. digs into the dirty little secret of parenting. It's not all sunshine, and it could be making you unhappy. Here to weigh in on this, our parenting panel, Dr. Tim Elmer, right there in the middle. Hi, Dr. Tim. Good to see you. Author of 12 Huge Mistakes Parents Can Avoid. Jennifer Wallace, of course, freelance writer. And Cindy Barshop, a mother of 2 and chief marketing officer of Forme Urgent Care Centers. Yes. Good to see you all again.
Thank you.
You know, parenting is hard.
It's hard, yes.
I mean, but there's this theory out there, oh, you need to be a parent because it just brings joy to your life. And it does. I have 2 daughters.
Oh, you do? Okay.
Best thing that ever happened to me in my life. But you better know before you have kids, it's work.
It's work, but everything's work. Everything that's worth something is work. So I'm happy.
How many kids?
I have 2 twin girls, 5 years old, and I'm a single mom.
Whoa.
Yeah.
And I work full-time, obviously. So, you know what?
It's
For
work.
me, it's work, but I enjoy my work too. So it's how you look at life. These people who are going on back of this book, you know, they probably, other parts of their life, they're not happy in. They're not happy people. It's a choice in life.
You happy?
I'm happy, but I do think there's a difference between drawing fulfillment from the raising of children rather than expecting every day to be goosebumps and glee and so forth. I have 2 grown children, 26 and 22, and we spent time together, but knowing it was hard work going into the journey gave us a realistic expectation. My concern is today, I think we have a new parenting report card. And we just can't keep up. We think we're failing. We can't get enough gadgets like the Joneses have, and we just feel like we're falling behind rather than a realistic expectation.
You know, back when I was being raised by my mom and dad, they were kind of in charge. It seems now like the kids are in charge.
I agree. I think we have to sort of differentiate between our love of our kids. I'm a mom of 3 and I love my children. But this modern parenting, which is sort of this new job description that's an impossible job to fill. You know, it used to be when your parents were raising you that you fit into their schedule.
Exactly.
Right.
Yeah.
And now we contort ourselves around our children's, and it's our own fault. It's not our child's fault.
Yeah.
It's the way we sort of have redefined the boundaries of parenting, and it's become this job that's impossible.
And you know what? The best parenting I think my mom and dad did is at the dinner table. We had dinner at 5:30 every evening, same time. We sat in the same chairs, but now we're not even having dinner together.
You know, my dad has said the biggest problem in America today is we're not having dinner together anymore. And I don't know if it has to be dinner, but we got to have time where we're processing life. And that's where I did a lot of my worldview shaping was around the dinner table.
Well, you hear your parents discussing things and you absorb it.
Yeah, right.
You know, for me, in my lifetime, my children are young, and I find the mornings are the best time. They're focused, they're clear, there's not all these obstacles that are coming in the way through the day. So I actually believe in the morning, it's the best for the children when they're younger.
Well, I did see this survey that says that the meal now where we're all around the table is breakfast more than dinner.
Oh, yeah.
Well, I think I do the breakfast because my kids are young too, and 5 o'clock is sort of rush hour in my house.
Yeah.
But I do aspire to the family dinner. I think there is something about sitting around a table that we've been doing for thousands of years, and I think there's something that can benefit our children. But even more than that, I know that the struggle in the years ahead will be homework becomes the new dinner.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
And so I think as a society, we've sort of shifted from focusing on the individual instead of focusing on the family.
Okay, can I do some stats here?
Yeah, sure.
I did all this research.
What is this?
About breakfast, seriously. Lasting positive effects by having breakfast. 1.5 times more likely to have good relationships if you eat breakfast together. High grade point average. Grades go up if you're eating breakfast together. Less tobacco and alcohol use. And look at this, 74% regularly eat breakfast at home. Breakfast consumption in the United States has increased by 4% over the last 10 years.
Interesting. For me, I think the important thing is that you have a time to process. Where it's not rushed. You talked about an unrushed time.
Yeah.
It's not rushed together, and you're actually shaping, I think, the way your child thinks. Not telling them what to think, but how to think.
Breakfast is the new dinner.
Right, but don't you think at a young age, it should be the morning, because then they don't have all these obstacles coming in. At the end of the day, a 4 or 5-year-old, they're tired, they're exhausted, they just started kindergarten.
I definitely can see that, but for our home, my kids did not wake up ready to talk. It's like,
well, that's the other side. People are cranky in the morning.
So I have a 4-year-old 3-year-old who starts the day at 4:45.
Yeah.
So my
Yes,
breakfasts
ready.
are so
Yeah.
relaxed.
Oh,
It's
yes.
a 3-hour
Yeah.
breakfast.
Same with me.
But I do
That's
aspire
awesome.
to the
Yeah.
dinner. I do think there's something to talk about the end of the day.
Yeah.
Breakfast, it's a little hard to sort of be reflective. It's more anticipation of the day, and there's something about the end of the day, reflecting and taking time as a family.
And that's what we try to do, reflect at the end of the day and how do we think.
Yeah.
On weekends, my daughters, I'd try to sleep in, and they'd come into the bedroom and tap me on my forehead.
I know.
Like at 5 in the
I have
morning.
one. I have one that does that.
Yeah.
Wake up, mommy.
Yeah, that feels
Are you
great,
awake?
right?
Thank you all very much.
Thanks for having
Have
us.
a great day.